Item number 5 is appearance of interested citizens. Members of the public may address the City Council on items of interest that are within the city's jurisdiction. Individuals addressing general comments are encouraged to limit their statements to 3 minutes. And I've got a speaker card here from Mr. John Munger. Welcome, John.
Good evening, Mayor Gill, council members. John Munger, President, Yuba Center Farm Bureau. I wanted to update you guys, take a couple minutes of your time to update you on the current water situation here in California and primarily in our neck of the woods. As you may or may not know, a lot of us farmers here in this area either have, depending on where you are, 40% allocations out of the Sacramento River, 50% allocation as of today out of the Feather River. So depending on what district you're in, that's where we are. And if you have well water, you're probably okay. End of last week, the state board, State Water Resources Control Board, indicated it was prepared to impose severe additional water curtailments on agricultural users in order to maintain water for health, safety, and environmental uses in 2014. And to ensure a minimum supply of water remains in storage for 2015. So this could potentially have involved reducing allocations to zero for all agricultural users of the state and federal projects, including Sacramento River settlement contractors and San Joaquin River Exchange and settlement contractors whose water rights predate construction of the federal Central Valley project, and also curtailments for holders of pre-1914 water rights. So what that means was they're considering throwing out basically the contracts these districts have and saying zero water possibly. So through the weekend, a lot of folks have been working with the state board, and they wanted to make that decision by this Friday. They've backed that decision off until March 12th. So I'm here to bring you up to speed on that. Things are happening pretty fast. It's I think it's very important, and I think it's a big issue just for the local area. Zero ag or zero farming would be detrimental to the economy, not just to the farmers. So I highly encourage you to make calls to the governor's office, tell them we don't like that. We have contracts in place that were negotiated, and need to stick to the contracts that were negotiated several years ago by these water right holders. So I can answer any further questions you may have, and I can get you all the information. Anything we have, I can get it through Darren or whoever I get it to you guys. But if you can do a letter or make phone calls to the governor, that'd be great.
Thank you, John. Whatever you need from us as a city council, we'll be glad to, because this community, obviously agriculture is the backbone of this community. And when agriculture doesn't do well, this entire community doesn't do well. And I know water is a huge, huge issue for not only our local area, but the Central Valley, San Joaquin Valley as well. And hopefully, the allocations change as we get more and more rain and more snow. But it's nice to at least hear from you as well that they're delaying the vote. And hopefully get some allocations if they get enough pressure on it. But I think they're being very, very cautious of not releasing any water and trying to hold some for 2015.
They're exactly, and we're not quite sure what health and safety and environmental water is. There's no definition or how much that is. They're not really saying. And apparently this decision, there were some recent Senate bills that were passed just a couple weeks ago, and one of them was Senate, I think SB 103, that allowed a lot of emergency funding for the state, and there was provisions to give the state board authorization to do orders without really a public process, and that's the thing that really is a scary part of it. Is they're appearing to listen to the public, but we're not sure really how this whole process really works, quite frankly. So I appreciate your time and listening. So.
Well, thank you for updating us, and you're always welcome to give us any other updates on behalf of Farm Bureau as well. So
you bet. Looking forward to do that, and we will.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Through the mayor?
Yes.
Normally I would reserve this or do this at the end of the meeting, but yesterday I was at the Let me give you the North Sacramento Valley Integrated Regional Water Management Group meeting in Willows, and we are working on the draft document that it is an important thing. We do have rights of origin to that water, and we want to make sure that we aren't sending water during a drought year just to flush the delta out and keep the saltwater incursion, and that we have rights and that we feel that we should get that water first before it goes elsewhere. And so you certainly have our support, and there are things that are in the works to try and make sure that our region is protected with our water rights.
Yes, that's correct. Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Anything else?